What's up, guys? Zaid here. I know today, as in the day of upload, is not Thanksgiving, but I'm recording this on Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving or belated Thanksgiving. Let me know if you had it going in the comments. I'm sitting here my Thanksgiving Eve with a good old White Claw, not sponsored, but I love them, and I'm playing some Dueling Book. And I'm gonna be honest with the results of this. I'm playing against Invoked Dogmatika, and I'm playing my Mermail deck, and I kind of thrashed this guy, and it felt good, so here I am ready to talk about it. I won the die roll, which is always insane for this deck. Like, well, not die roll, rock, paper, scissors, because Dueling Book. But every time I win it, I feel like $1,000,000. Looking at his hand, he's got Prosperity, Terraforming, Servant, Schism, and Fleur de Lis, which I guess is a fine hand going second, but I mean, a fine hand going first, but not very good going second. And then I've got Prosperity, Droplet, Dragoons, Gund, and Dasher, which is actually dog shit unless I hit good off Prosperity. And so I'm going to play Prosperity, banishing 3. Even though in this deck you kind of like, right here it feels like I need to resolve the Prosperity, I can't banish 6 cards. A lot of the times my combos are very, they depending on what card I would add on this Prosperity depends on how I would combo. And because I'm not guaranteeing a search, I feel like if I banish 6 cards, I'm banishing like my possibilities of any card really being good. So what I opted to banish was Gaios, Access Code, and Theseus. I played 2 different targets for the ready and instant fusion. I played the Theseus and the level 4. The reason I decided to banish the Theseus was because I have Dragoons, and so if I reveal ready fusion or instant fusion, the optimal play I think would be to summon the level 4, normal summon the Dragoons, because then I can overlay for Bahamut Shark effect, detach Dragoon, summon Toad, Dragoon search the Lapras, I forget its name, but it specials itself as a tuner, and then full combo with my tuner, non-tuner. And then Gaios, I don't typically make, he's just in there just in case. This is a flex spot, honestly, I can see myself cutting him. And then Access Code, I'm going first. I'm going to I'm going to FTK him because I'm going to have Scythe, I'm going to have the Fusion, I'm going to have everything good, and I'm not going to even need this to kill him. So that's why I got rid of those 3. We mill the, it resolves, luckily. Am I ever going to mill? God damn, we're just thumbsing each other up. I reveal Pike, Megalo, and Small World, which all would give me full combo in, like, a certain way. I think I opted for Megalo, mainly because it seemed the simplest. And I think it plays around Ash, whereas if I would have taken Small World, it would have gotten Ash and I would have lost. If I took Pike, I would pitch Dragoon, and the combo's not as good. So I'm going to take Megalo. I think it would make a better combo. Correct me if you think I'm wrong, too, because that was just like a in-the-moment decision, and I don't 100% co-sign it. It could have been the wrong play, I don't know. But I activate Megalo, pitch my only 2 waters, it resolves, and then we're going to go Chainlink 2 Megalo, Chainlink 1 Goons, we're going to add the spell, we're going to add the Deep Sea Diva. I was really paranoid that this Diva was going to get hand-trapped, but even if it did, I still had tuner, non-tuner, and if you guys watch my combo video, you know tuner, non-tuner's full combo, they're still not playing the game. And so Deep Sea Diva is going to resolve. We're going to grab ourselves the Neptibus. Neptibus is going to send Dragoon, add Dragoon. Card's insane. Sends Dragoon as cost. So if he hand trapped it, I don't give a fuck. He's still dying. But we're going to get Dragoon's effect to search the, what's his name? Minstrel. And the guy just scoops right here, which I think is correct given his hand. He scooped because he doesn't want me to see his cards and know what to side against him so that he can basically go first against no side. And I didn't side deck anything against him because I didn't know what he played. I didn't want to hinder my deck's consistency and put in cards that might not even be good against him. He opts to go first here. Servant, Imperm, Fleur de Lis, Alistair, and Terra. So fine hand. He gets to play. He's got access to all of his engines. I didn't know it until he did it. Like, if I was given this hand, I wouldn't realize I had access to all my engines, but he knew it and I learned it. And so that's kind of cool. So he goes Alistair, Search Invocation. He makes the Almirage and the Secure Gardener. Yeah, there's no, Yo! No, fuck! This dude cheated me. I didn't even realize it. This card says cannot be used as link material, yet he went special. I'm not going to say cheat. I think he didn't realize it because there was a line. So he went Summon Almirage, Summon Secure, Special Fleur de Lis, Link, Secure, and Fleur de Lis into Anaconda. Which I could have technically been like, dude, you can't do that, because I didn't realize it at the time. But I think if he knew that preemptively, he would have just went Almirage, Special Fleur de Lis, Link these 2, and then he would still have a Light Engrave. So I don't really feel cheated because there was a very easy line. If anything, he would have just had this left in extra deck. So it's not a big deal. But, like, I could have technically sharked him right there, and I probably made this win easier. He goes Invocation. I guess it's not really even sharking because I'm not, like, taking advantage of the rules. He just did something he couldn't. So he banishes 2 for the Mechaba. As you see, I helped him add Invoker back. I'm trying to speed this up so I can try to kill him. And then he goes Terraforming, search Meltdown, activate Meltdown, search Alistair, set Imperm. Or not set Imperm yet. He's going to activate the Servant. Da-da-da-da. Oh, not Servant yet. My bad. He's going to go Anaconda. Anaconda, dump the Garnets. Summon out the Fusion. And then here he'll Nadir's Servant, send Search, and then he'll get App Clone's effect to search dump. So he's going to add Schism, pitch an Alistair, set the 2 and pass. And then I draw into Droplet. So I have Droplet, Scythe, Diva, Frog, Abyss, Megalo, Fusion Destiny. Also, I think there's a world where I could have comboed through this, but I think I did it wrong. So we're going to go over it and look real quick. I pitch Megalo for swap. Swap effect activates. He chains Schism to summon Winda. Keep in mind that Swap Frog is not a... it's an inherent summon. So I don't like reveal as cost, discard, he has a chance to respond. He's responding to the on the summon effect because it's an inherent summon. So I still have 1 special summon. So he's going to summon Winda. I'm going to dump Ronin. And I was thinking here there's a line where I could go summon Diva, activate effect. He probably wouldn't respond because this would be my only special summon. And so either he would go Mechaba negate or he wouldn't respond or he'd Imperm. I now see he has Imperm. Where, I guess that makes it tough because if I would have went Diva effect, he didn't have Imperm, there's a chance he's not going to Mechaba it because I haven't specialed yet. If he does Mechaba it, I Fusion Destiny. If he doesn't, then I special out the dude. And then I special out the Neptibus, send Search, and then Search. And that would have been very, very advantageous for me. But that's like a hypothetical. It depends on what he would have done there. Instead, I Fusion Destiny, and I send the Garnets, and I summon the Enforcer. And here I kind of punt. So I go battle, right? Attack Mechaba. I knew my game plan in my head, but I overthought it. He declares Phoenix. I'm supposed to chain Phoenix, but I missed a step. He goes Phoenix. I'm supposed to chain Phoenix. And then he chains Mechaba to negate my Phoenix, which I think he would have. He did have an Imperm, but I don't think he would have chained Imperm here. So then I would have went Droplet, send, swap, target the Mechaba that would have been negating my Enforcer, and then he would have went Imperm. So my guy would stick, but I wouldn't pop, but his Enforcer would pop. And I still probably would have lost. Yeah, that game was probably over for me. It's okay. But here, I fucked up. I tell him I fucked up. If he didn't have this Imperm, it would have been insane because my Droplet would negate the Mechaba. My Enforcer would destroy itself and probably Schism or Winda. I can't destroy Winda, never mind. So probably Schism. And then his Enforcer would be forced to destroy itself and another one of his cards. Probably the field spell. And even there, like, I still don't feel like I'm in a crazy advantageous spot, but I would have been in a better one. No. Because I can't set Scythe in the main 2 and then pop it with my Enforcer because my standby phase, or his standby phase, my Enforcer will come out. And that's my one special. He'd still have Winda. So yeah, I definitely just lost this game. And then we go to game 3. Now game 3, I'm kind of happy about. This was a funny one. So he opens his hand. He has Meltdown, Nib, Ecclesia, Gamma, Droll. And I have Arya, Abyss Teus, Swap Frog, Fusion Destiny, Prosperity. And so I'm going to lead with the Prosperity, banish 3. This time, same banishes, except I got rid of Rare Fish. Reason for Rare Fish here is because I don't have access to Dragoons or I technically have access to the I forget his name, Abyss Pike. I technically have access to Abyss Pike, but I would rather have the tuner for the help combo in this line. And so I get rid of those, mill 3. We're going to add Dragoons, which here, maybe it would be better if to have kept the level 4 given the fact I added Dragoons, but I don't really think it matters actually. So here he drolls. And once he drolls, without like recollection of his hand, because I didn't know what he had at the time, I was thinking my play was going to be Swap Frog, Pitch Dragoon, Special, Dump, Ronin, then Bounce Swap Frog, Pitch Teus, Special, Dump, Swap, and then Bounce, Normal Summon, send a second swap. And then from there, I would banish one swap, summon the Ronin, link 2 into the artifact link, banish the second swap, summon the Ronin, trigger the artifact link, set Scythe, link the link and the Ronin into Unicorn, banish the final swap for Ronin, and then make an Appaloosa for 2, and then activate Fusion Destiny. So through Droll, I was still going to have an Appaloosa for 2, a Phoenix Enforcer, and I was going to have the Scythe also. But I didn't get to do that because I go Swap Frog, Pitch Teus, effect, and he gammas it also. And so as you can tell by my hand, all I'm really left with is activate Fusion Destiny. Here I thought it was funny because he goes, of course. And I'm like, dude, you had Gamma Droll. And now that I'm looking, he had Nib too. And dude is complaining about my hand. What? But, yeah, I summon Enforcer. Like, my hand wasn't even good. I mean, my hand was gas. But after Droll, my hand wasn't very good. And he definitely could have saved the Gamma or just used the Nib. Like, I feel like, I don't know where he could have played that better, but there's definitely somewhere he could have played better. And this is why I max out on Fusion Destiny and shit. Because, like, it's a crazy extender. He hand trapped me with 2 very high impact hand traps. I have the Destroyer still. And so here, I pass to him. He activates the field spell. And this was I was thinking about this. I didn't know if this would have been correct, but I opted to do it anyways. There was a chance this would have just been nag, but I kind of have nothing here besides the Enforcer. He has 4 cards in hand. I kind of have to gamble on the fact that if I hit Meltdown and it was his only real way to play, that I win. And it wasn't his only real way to play, but it was one of the only 2. And it also shut off this Maximus, which felt really big for me. So I stopped the field spell. He just summons Ecclesia. And I guess he sided out his Fleur-de-Lis and he doesn't play Punishment because he tells me he has no targets. I don't know why he would have sided all of his targets out. I feel like you should definitely have like one of the Trap or the Fleur-de-Lis in. The Maximus going second shouldn't be the only target you're playing. But that's just me. He swings in for 15, passes to me. Enforcer's going to come back. And so that's one summon. I'm going to Aria. Banish the Teus, search Diva. Diva summon is 2. Diva's gonna special the what's his name? This dude, Prince, that's 3. Prince effect is going to send Dragoon, search Dragoon. Dragoon is gonna proc. I'm gonna add, I think, Megalo. Yeah, so right here, I was thinking that because this resolve, Nib is the only thing that I really, really have to worry about. And if he would have nibbed me where I think he should, my follow-up is going to be Megalo, Pitch, Dragoon, Dragoon, special, add the equip spell, and then search Lapis, I think its name is. It's a level 6 that extends. If you watch my combo video, you know what I'm talking about. It's like integral to the deck. And I was going to summon an attack, equip the equip spell to Megalo, Megalo effect, tribute it, and it makes him, he'll be 3,200 and can attack twice. And hypothetically, if he nibbed, my Enforcer would be popping this. And so I would have still been in a pretty decent spot. Plus, I would have had one more search off Dragoon. I don't know if I would have had 5 Wanderers Engrave exactly to be able to search the dude to rip to, but I guess we'll see when we hit the spot that I think it should have been. So I'm going to make Hulk. Hulk is going to trigger to grab me, what's it called? The Minstrel. Can I view my own extra deck? No, I can't. Dang. So I grab the Minstrel, and this is cool. Hulk negates the effects, but I can still pay cost. And all the water monsters proc is cost, so I still can mill 3, and it just doesn't resolve. And I hit the Scythe, which is actually kind of cool here, because if I have a way to make Fleur-de-Lis, then I could still Scythe him. Or Baroness de Fleur, whatever its name is. And so then I ready Fusion, and I'm going to summon out the Theseus. This is where I think he should have nibbed, but he was probably thinking, this guy don't play Appaloosa. But I do. He was wrong. He doesn't nib. Yeah, but I would not have been able to use the Elemental Lord if he would have nibbed me. So I don't 100% know what my play would have been. It would have been insane. He still would have lost, but he didn't nib here. He thinks. Gives me the thumb up. I make the Appaloosa for 3, and then I activate the Megalo, and he probably just scoops right here. Yeah, and he just scoops it up. And like, so my Megalo would have searched the equip spell to give it 800 more. I would have grabbed Lapis and some other Sea Serpent. I got no fucking clue what it would have been. And then, yeah, he would have been dead as hell. So I really, really like this Mermail deck. If you guys are interested in the Mermail deck, I haven't done a deck profile yet. I really, really want to, and I'm going to soon. But I have done a combo video and a playtest hand video. So check those out if you're interested in this, and blow my comments up if you want to see this deck profile. I really want to do the deck profile. I just haven't got around to it, but if y'all want it bad enough, I'll do it. So again, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching. Take it easy.